Guys, welcome back. This is MegaTrain, and we still haven't gotten the right kind of zombies, but we are getting a couple of discs here, so ouch. See what kind of loot we can pick up. Nice. 3 different music discs. Today we're going to be finishing our MegaVillage, and the main thing that we have left, of course, is to get our villagers. But also, we've got to put all the doors around the outside, and we've got to put our booths in the middle. One of the unique things about my design, or at least one I hadn't seen other places, was around where the villagers are going to spend their time. We're going to have these little sections against the wall, and with a gate to lock them behind, and should allow us to really manage and control our population of villagers, keep our trades straight, and I don't know, just make it a useful farm and one that we can keep better track of than just having a big ugly mob of villagers. So I'm going to keep working on this, and at least during the night, just keep working on my mobs and see if I can get the right kind of zombies spawn finally. And if I can't get it during the night, then at the daytime we'll start putting in the doors. Well, we have what look like some candidates here. We have some baby villager zombies. And I actually had to check the wiki and a couple of discussion sites to see if it was actually possible to cure the baby versions, and it turns out that it is. Is that guy in or not? So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get rid of these guys. Alright, these guys are individually trapped. We're going to light this place up so I don't get any more spawning. Light it up, light it up, light it up. And I'm going to go get my supplies to cure these guys. Alright, let's eat my meat so I don't accidentally eat a golden apple or something. That would not be good. Let's see if we can splash both these guys in one shot. I think so. There we go. Nice. That should take, I think it takes 3 or 4 minutes or something like that. And these guys will turn into baby villagers who will then grow up. So, nice. So we're going to let these guys do that. We're going to start working on our doors. We need a lot of doors around this whole village. I'm going to start with a single layer of doors, and later on we'll put a second layer on. But there's plenty of time. I need a whole lot of villagers before the number of doors starts becoming an issue. So let me get my supplies, and then we'll start working on some doors. All right, so 1 down and 1 to go. This guy just healed, and looks like he's going to be a blacksmith villager. So I've gotten rid of the rest of the coverage here. You do have to keep this over the top of this one, because if the guy that's being healed gets exposed to sun, he's going to die just like any other zombie. So keep them separated so they don't hurt each other, and keep them covered while they're still healing. I don't know for sure, but I am always careful. There we go, there we go. I'm always real careful not to wander too far away because I do not know if the despawning rules apply while they're in healing mode. And I definitely would not want them to despawn while I'm out doing something else. So the door situation is just a big hairy pain. Doors don't stack in this version, of course. They will in version 1.8. But all you'll need to do is go around and put doors around the first layer of the outside, and obviously you can't put them where you've got your torches, but you should be able to put them anywhere else. I'm also going to finish up. I've got some holes and gaps and stuff in my outer wall. This outer wall should be 1.5 blocks high, so I'm going to make sure that that's consistent all the way around and continue working on my doors. I've completed one full row of doors, which is going to be enough to generate a whole ton of villagers. Eventually, I'm going to want a whole second row of doors to fill up all my slots, but this should definitely be enough. Now is the time to double and triple check your access. Once you let these guys out, they should be able to hop up and around any gaps you've left in this wall. You want to double check and triple check your lighting. The lighting in the middle should work out pretty well. Basically, 1, 2, 3, 4. The spacing should be fine. If these are 7 apart, 5 on a side, should work out just about right. On the outside, I actually had to move some of these torches to the opposite wall just to make sure that there weren't any gaps. So even if you've got doors on every block, mobs still will spawn here, and if zombies get in here, your village can be devastated. So double and triple check everything. A few words about access. If I want to be able to get in and out of here, I'm going to want to have some trapdoors, is one way to do it. So halfway down the wall, you can put a trapdoor and just keep it closed like that. Actually matches up pretty nicely with the doors from the outside. And from the inside, you can either do the same thing, or you can put a fence with a carpet on top of it. Is probably what I'm going to be doing from the inside. So I'm going to clean up and double check all of these gaps, and then we'll start on the inside portion. So the setup that we want on the inside here is basically a series of booths along the outside and inside walls, and that's just going to be 1.5 blocks high. And what we're going to do with it is we're going to have a fence here and a gate in the middle so that we can trap our villagers inside that. And that you do have to be a little bit careful if you've got these guys wandering around. You do not want to put the block down first because they'll hop on and get out before you can blink. So I will sometimes come along and do the ones on top first. When you're ready to start on the inside wall, I usually like to put it straight across from, where the outside booths sit, so that I can put a set of gates here if I want to cordon some sections off. That's going to be useful. I'm not sure if you worked with villages before. They definitely like to congregate in certain areas, and sometimes separating them out like this is helpful. They grow up so fast. Actually, not true. It takes them forever to grow up. It takes them about 20 minutes. But now that I've got all these doors around, they should pretty quickly recognize what's going on here. Ooh, an iron trader. Well, as soon as I start getting some iron, I can do that. And a paper trader. So let's get rid of the rest of this, and we'll put the rest of our booths in here. So the one thing that's going to be different about the corners, you really can't, once you put your surrounding booths in here, villagers really can't get in here with you having a way to lock them in. So what I like to do is put another fence post here and put a carpet on top. That way you can jump in there and use that to jump out. You could also put a chest in the corner or something like that, whatever else you need for your own use. Also, it helps prevent villages from congregating in the corner like they like to. So you're just going to go finish going around and putting your fence posts and your fence gates. So you can already tell they really like going into these corners, so it's very, very easy to lock them into booths. I'm not going to start that because I need these guys to multiply as much as they are willing to. So it takes these guys about 20 minutes to grow up, so this is not a fast process. These guys, I believe, can produce another baby in about 5 minutes. I think the rules are the same as other passive mobs. But slowly, over time, we're going to get our village populated. So that is my Mega Village design, and once I start getting, I think, over 10 of these villagers, I'll start getting some iron golems spawning. Probably near the beginning, they'll spawn here in with the villagers until the villagers spread around enough for the computer to recognize all of the doors around the whole thing. But we'll talk more about that as our villager grows. One thing that I've neglected to talk about, I think, so far in my series is how much I owe to another map. Of course, I've acknowledged the originator of the original Skyblock, Noob Crew, as an inspiration. But a big inspiration for a lot of the designs here, and especially a lot of the challenges, is another map called OceanBlock. It is a similar limited resource survival map, but it takes place on water. You on a small island, and there's a ton of challenges. You actually start with 2 villagers, so a pretty key element to succeeding on that map is figuring out how to build up a village, how a village works, and what you're going to do with all that, and what it means, and how to accomplish what you want to accomplish with those. Ah, my sheep is out. Let's get him back in. There we go. No food for you. But I'm going to put a link in the description to the OceanBlock map. It was originally created by gentleman named Fifth Horseman, and he actually made revisions of that map up through Minecraft 1.6. That's the main one that I worked on, and I was pretty active on the forum thread for that map, and we had a lot of good interaction and discussion about how to accomplish the goals and cool stuff to do. He stopped updating that in Minecraft 1.7, and someone else took over and made an updated OceanBlock map for 1.7, so I'll link that one as well. So there's definitely a ton more to do with the village now that we had it. But we're gonna be working on a few other things as we wait for these guys to fill the village with population. Of course, this is a direct objective in the goals, but it's also going to be really key to getting some trade materials, some resources that we're going to use for other objectives further ahead. So thanks for watching, and thanks for playing along with us. I encourage you to try this out. Again, this villager design that I call the Mega Village, I'll link to that as well. I've got a recent tutorial that walks you through that whole process. So, again, we got more going on. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.